I've wanted to make this video for a long time because I think teachers have never seen a tool like this. Today we're looking at Google's new AI tool, NotebookLM. Now you may have heard of this already, but today in this video we'll take a look at how it works and how teachers can make the most of it. You may have heard of ChatGPT and Google Gemini, and they can pull information from anywhere on the internet. And Notebook is different. It only gives you information from the sources that you provide. It does not pull information from anywhere else. If you're interested in using AI in the classroom and want some practical ideas, then take a look in the description. I've got my new ebook out, which goes over many different AI tools, which are really useful for teachers and ideas and lessons that you can use in your class. So the first question which most teachers want to ask is it free? So let's go take a look. So we can see here the plans for Notebook, and with the one that we're interested in as teachers is the one on the left, which is completely free. So let's go take a look at what happens when we get to the home page of Notebook. The first thing we can do before we get started is, if you don't speak English or you want to do a project in another language, we're going to go to the top right and go to Output Language. And this means you can change any language that you like to use for your project. Then in the center here, we've got Create New Notebook, or you can see your previous projects. When we go to create a new notebook, the first thing it's going to ask you is for your sources. Now, this is what makes NotebookLM different to any other tool. You're going to have some sources ready, and these could be anything from PDF files, websites, YouTube videos, or even files on your drive, or even just text that you've copied from somewhere. What I've decided to do is take a available resource, which is the child story, Jack and the Beanstalk. And you can see on the left now, there is one single source, one single PDF, which is Jack and the Beanstalk. And in the center, we have our chat. And what it's done is given me a brief summary of the story. So you can see here, I've also got some suggestions on what kind of questions I could ask about the story. So at the bottom here, I could start writing, I could start asking questions about anything I didn't understand about the story or anything I want to know more about. And we move to the right now, you can see here we've got all the really cool stuff, the studio. I'm going to show you how each of these ones work and what they look like. With this plan, I've got a 50 source limit, and ideally I'd be adding a lot more sources so that the answers, information that Notebook gives me back are much more reliable. We're now going to take a look at the first feature in the studio section of NotebookLM, and this is probably the feature you've heard most about. This is the audio overview, or like a podcast between two people talking about the information in the sources that you provide. Let's go take a look. We're going to go to the right here and scroll down, and you'll see here this little symbol and the title of your source. And also what we're going to do here is just press play.
But when you actually get into the text, and for this we're using the Flora Annie Steele version, a simple kid's story, it really becomes this incredible study of character.
Oh, absolutely. It's about escalating risk, calculated theft.
So just by hearing that little piece of the podcast, you can see it sounds very natural. They're pausing, they're interrupting each other, they're taking turns. And for our students, especially our English language students, here we have listening practice, which is focused exactly on something they might be interested in or something they need to know about. And this isn't the best bit yet. Check this out. If we click on interactive, can you see that there's a join button? Let's join the conversation.
Oh, hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hey, thanks for joining us. Everything's great over here.
Absolutely wonderful. We're just settling in for our deep dive today.
Into Jack and the Beanstalk, the story you thought you knew.
Could you compare Jack to any personality in the current time?
That is a great question. You mean compare Jack to any other character?
Yeah, that's really interesting. When we look at Jack in this first phase.
Ooh, that's a fun challenge. A current personality or a celebrity comparison for Jack. Okay, let's unpack this. Jack goes through 3 distinct phases. He starts as the naive student, right? One is totally underestimated.
Okay, I was looking for a quick answer there, and then I went around the houses a bit. But in any case, giving our students, again, think about our students, giving our students the ability to interact. So again, they're now not only listening, but they're speaking. And when they ask their questions, they're also being tested on whether they can be understood or not. So they're going to have to make a real effort to make sure their questions are grammatically correct and that they're making their pronunciation clear and understandable. If you like the look of this tool and you want to use it in your classroom, then go check out my ebook in the link below. I talk about NotebookLM and lots of other AI tools But not only that, but practical ideas, lessons that you can take into your classroom and do with your students. Once this audio overview has been generated, you can just simply download it if you want to share it, and go to the 3 dots and go to download. At the moment, the voices just sound like this, especially on a free account. And remember, at the beginning, you could change the output language. So before you start a project, make sure the language has been changed if you want to have it in a different language other than English. The next feature I want to show you quickly is the video overview. So all we do is go to the right again, and I've now have it generated for you to see. You can see a little icon here. I'm going to click on this.
You know the story, right? Jack, the magic beans, the giant up in the clouds. It feels like a simple kid's tale.
So here we have a voice that runs throughout the whole video. And while the video is not animated, the images do change every 10 seconds or so. And if I wanted to take this out of NotebookLM, just the video, again, I would just go to this little icon here that says download. Here next are 2 features I think are really useful for us as teachers and our students. These are the flashcards and the quiz. So here we have some questions on flashcards that are going to help our students really get a grasp of what the story is about. And again, continuing with what's really useful for our students and us as teachers is the quiz. So you can see here we've got 10 questions that have been set up here, and I have multiple choice options. The next 2 features are, along with the audio overview, probably the most impressive. These are the infographics and the slide deck. And we can see here, just by zooming in, you can see the text is absolutely perfect and it follows all the key events in the story. And this is just, again, for our learners, especially for young learners who are more visual than others. Something like this is so useful. So if we want to take this image out of NotebookLM and use it in our class, we just go to download here and it will download it as an image. And the next one are the slides. You can see it's put together 15 slides, and you can see each one covers the key events in the story, much like the infographic, but this is a bit more easier to manage for you as a teacher, and this could form the basis of a lesson. The last feature in the studio section of the app is the report. So you can create your own, you can get a document which briefs the story, so it just gives a summary. Then we have something this is really interesting for us as teachers is the study guide. So we saw the actual questions that we saw before in the quiz. It comes with the answers. And at the bottom also we've got some essay questions. So you can see here, these are questions that are really going to test your students' comprehension of the story. And also some important vocabulary that they would need to be familiar with if they're really going to get a grasp of the story itself. And to take this out of Notebook and use it in a class, we just go to this little copy icon here and open up a Word doc or a Google doc and copy it in, and then export it or print it, take it into your class. If we want to share a notebook with our students, it's really easy to do. All we need to do is go to the top right hand corner, go to share, and what we're going to do is we're going to pop in our students' emails, or at the bottom we're just going to change this to anyone with a link and copy the link and send this. Our students are not going to be able to add any new sources, and in the studio section they're not going to be able to generate any new features. So they're not going to be able to generate a new audio overview or presentations or anything, but they will be able to access the studio features that you generated. So as we saw earlier, the quiz that I generated, the flashcards, the audio overview that I generated, all my students will be able to access that. I guess drawback is that you're not able to track whether your students actually use it or not, which could be a big problem. So for example, the quizzes and the audio overview, you're not going to be able to know if your students have actually listened to it or not. There's no way of tracking that. I guess the only way to do that is just to ask them. And I'm sure they won't lie to you. This video has been about how to use NotebookLM and the key features for teachers and students. But if you would like to use NotebookLM in your classroom and you want some practical ideas on how to do that, then I really recommend you check out my ebook. The link is in the description. You'll learn not only how to use NotebookLM, but a whole host of other AI tools to create images, audio, presentations, and also practical ideas on how to use those in your classroom. So if you want to go check that out, go take a look in the description. Thank you for watching this video on Google Notebooks LM, which is going to be a game changer, I think, for 2026. I'll see you in the next video.